Philly, yo. Philly, Philly. Woo. Yeah, Birdman. What's up, y'all? Jermin Costor. A lot of people be hating. Yo, you know what's so crazy too? So, since y'all want to know, see, you know what's the crazy thing? If you could do that, maybe you trying to find out something else. Like, yo, you know what's the worst thing y'all could ever do? Seriously, you know what's the worst thing you could ever do? Look for problems. You know what I'm talking about. Like, yo, that's gonna be the final straw. When somebody call themselves trying to come where I'm at. Son, listen, this shit is crazy to me. Like, now you probably gonna like, yo, people just gotta stop acting like, yo, you can't want somebody to react the way how you want them to react. What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, motherfuckers just be playing. Yo, like I said, I'm filming a movie right now, so everything that's happening is fake. Alright? Stay far away. Stay far away. Stay far away from me. Cause now people gonna understand who I really am now. Now I'm gonna have to I just gotta let you, like, see, you know what it is? My plan is not to let people know who I am. Meaning, like, if I'm a fucked up person, right? Which, and I'm not, but it's like, this is what people are trying to make me into, a fucked up person. So it's like, why would you make a nice person fucked up? So now, when the person becomes, like, you're creating a monster. You don't even know what you just did. At the age, like I said, at the age that I'm at right now, I don't be having problems with all these. I don't have problems with outsiders or nothing. Why is it that I'm a family man, and y'all just feel the need to do this type of shit to me? Now I look at everybody individually and be like, okay, this is where a father is important at. Who was raised with their father? Who was raised by their dad and they know what having a father is? My pops didn't get to raise me because of this same type of shit, bro. And I always looked at it like, you know what? Maybe my pops, I don't understand why. Now, once y'all out there, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all gonna go through the same shit, yo. You know, I'm not saying y'all gonna go through the same shit, but it's there. It's there to happen if people do not have respect for you. You know what I'm saying? My whole time, I've been, you know what it is? People just jealous. That's all it is. They just jealous. I just summed it all up, man. People are just jealous. But they got the nerve to, no. Here go the crazy part. They don't fuck with you, but they wanna be on your social media and watch you. I tell you, life is crazy. This is what I mean by the trolls. They don't fuck with you, but they wanna jump on social media and motherfucking watch you. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, like, subscribe, share, comment. You know, sometimes I be like, how am I gonna do this? Y'all want me to spaz out? I don't know, man. I'm gonna just put it to you like this. Is a lack of real women in this world? Is a lack of real men in this world? Yo, just stay the fuck away from me, man. Motherfuckers be clowning around with their life. Go ahead, man. Clown around. Keep playing. But I'm going to tell you this. I guarantee you this. Ain't nobody on the face of this planet going to walk around playing with, like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, Jack. Ain't nobody going to be saying that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to open their mouth and be like, oh, yo, I did this in this person. I did. When you start doing shit like that, then I start like, then you got look, like I said, there's a lack of men out here. When these people start siding with, when people start siding with the ignorance and the dumb shit, that's when you look at life like, yo, nah, I can't respect, like, what were you, like, go do that shit to your family members. Go do that to them, yo. You doing that to a total stranger that's doing good in his life, and like niggas don't got time for that. Like, I don't care, yo. Niggas don't got time for that shit there, son. Shit y'all pull is crazy. So since motherfuckers want to get down like that, it's only one thing to solve this whole shit. And trust me, I've been talking to my peoples about it. They said, listen, let God take care of it. Then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. I spoke to my peoples, because listen, everybody got peoples. Everybody want to pick up the phone and call somebody. And then, all right, well, I picked up the phone and called my peoples. I told them everything. They said, you know what? Listen what I'm saying. They said, we're going to take care of this. We're going to make sure you get the right lawyers, you get the right everything. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna let God take care of it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unfair to me. I ain't do nothing to nobody, so it's like, yo. And then motherfuckers, now my moms, listen to me. Then my moms called me, and Teresa Smalls said, oh, you on live talking. So that means you're watching me. It's like, yo, if you don't fuck with me, why you watching me? Yo, I'm talking to every single last one of y'all. If you ever sit there and type my name in your phone, you're looking for a problem. And you just might just keep knocking though. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, one thing I don't do is I don't fuck with people and I don't go looking for problems. So that's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? That's That's one thing I don't do, man. That's why being black is so fucked up. This nigga fuck being black, son. Say whatever you want. Niggas do this shit on. Yo, listen, your month? Yeah. Same shit you want some shit? Alright. Yeah, like I said, I talked to my peoples about the whole situation. They said, you know what? Just leave it alone, and we gonna let God take care of it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could do. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I ain't nobody. Yo, you are a more person than me. Yeah, you like you're more of a human being than me. Yeah, for real. You listen. You know everybody. You got everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody. You know what I mean? Like, subscribe, shit, comment, y'all. What's up? Yo, you know what I forgot to do? Yeah, I forgot to put y'all on. Yeah, so tonight it was just about me going to see, seeing what's up with that DJ. Cool peoples and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He does this the same. You heard me? Police is always around here. Like, people just always doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the raccoons is out tonight, y'all. Press the like button. Press the like, subscribe, shit, comment. Let's go. You heard me? Making it hot, making it happen. Shit is real. It's not hot. Good. Let's go. Shout out to Jennifer. What's up, Jennifer? Let's see that.
EA Sports to the game.
Should I? Let's see it. I don't know. You see? I don't know what to put on. What should I put on? I'm trying to get it to where y'all get to see it.
Across the river from downtown Nashville. It's the Steelers with possession as we jump back into the action in the third quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 24. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Just see it straight, man.
Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Roethlisberger. It's terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
On 2nd down.
Oh, wow.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
Well, situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
You gotta throw. No.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also leaves a fourth down. So they don't run it. He said they should be very hesitant to throw it. They completed it, but not enough to pick up the first.
But any space you gain there is good space for your punter. So yes, I said they should run the football. They threw it, got a little bit of distance. They should be a little bit better now.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I know the kinks now a little bit.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh my God.
Buy some time right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Gardner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10.
From the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
That was a good
It
thing.
appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Titans trying to catch up.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
That's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Joe Hayden there to bring it down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in,
Let's
take one
go.
for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to tap him out.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet
I gotta
train,
get a
wasn't it? I mean,
bigger
just
TV or something.
quick, and what a terrific play.
Bro, I
Holding
think
him
this
to no
is
gain.
they're gonna try to kick it. Oh my.
And the 10-year back knocks it through the goalpost. And they will cut the lead back.
They got
to a
6.
touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not
13 to
exactly
6.
what they wanted, but
Let's
the
go.
necessary first step.
Press the like button, bro. Press the subscribe. Let's go.
Preferably a takeaway.
4 more minutes in the game.
Suckett now set to kick it off, following the make field goal.
Okay.
Take it in the end zone.
Woo!
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy. He would have been if he's taken a knee.
Yes, he did.
At the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Ready?
At least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
10:46.
Hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build. That's what they're looking
I don't
for.
know what that be, but that's crazy.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
See? Let's go.
So that'll back them up 5.
Calm down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You ready?
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Thrown outside, taken in by Washington. And he'll go down
Let's
inside
go.
at the 24-yard line.
Another nice pick through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation.
They think it's a game.
They're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They think they're gonna win. They think they're gonna win. Good. Okay.
Now Ben gonna
Oh.
get this with the counter.
I didn't even.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler,
Hold
makes
on,
a save.
man.
That's a decent
You
game
gotta get
there,
it
but
there.
it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team.
Throw it. Oh my God. Shout out to Vaccaro.
When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. What's good, y'all? Let's go.
Here's Jordan.
3 minutes. They gonna try to catch up.
Right on his own 5-yard line. 44 on his first punt. This is a good kick as well. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
No
Anything to put some points on the board. And this time on offense, they don't even want to see see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Here we go again.
Intro.
Intro.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really for both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult.
They trying like they gonna run it.
Coming up, here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Mm.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
They tried to really. They think they slow.
There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing incompletion with the pressure.
He dropped the ball.
Here's Brett Kern now.
They could probably win.
For Tennessee. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
They kicked it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is you're not playing to just get out of the shot here on the goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up
I gotta spin.
You want to pick up 5 or 6 first down and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
You know, I was going to ask if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, and keep it on the ground, right?
Damn.
I like where you're going with this one because
I might have to throw it now.
And back to where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yeah.
Now
Throw it.
down around the score line.
What is he doing?
Says this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up the defensive touchdown.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And
Let's go.
Just driving great field position as they take over.
Yo, they could win.
So now Mariota and the
You gotta
Titans
hold them.
down 13-6. A little under a minute 50 remaining. He's back to throw.
Sack
He
him.
can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's go.
The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful open.
The Titans can play for real.
This is 3rd and 9. Back to
No.
throw. Sets
Intro.
up the screen to Lewis.
This
Down
dude.
7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
That's right. Woo! Come on, man.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
We got seconds on the
position
clock
for the
now.
Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it.
I need a touchdown right now. I need a touchdown.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. second down, Connor looking for space. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, it's Connor. He's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Pushing that
The
just
other
now.
teams will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock stops here with 46
Why they keep
seconds
calling
left to
timeout?
play. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard
Now,
punt.
if they make a touchdown, they could still win in 40 seconds. Like, this is crazy. Gotta be careful.
But it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Been dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after.
They trying. They trying,
That
man.
means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I should let the guy score.
Mario going to throw for it on 4th. And locates Walker complete. They work it across midfield.
Right,
They
good
keep
job.
the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Looking left side, it's got a man. That's Lewis. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that like a great boxer. They're on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That's good.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
You heard me? Let's go.
everybody, it's the coach.
Let's
This is
go.
MadMadEnt For A on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. Kickoff is moments away, so let's see how to work on the table. And standing by for the call are Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis. Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
I'm really trying to do it like this. Let's see the light. So it's like, we back. You see it? Do you see it? They can see it properly? Or should it be closer? See, that's the thing. I want you to be able to see Let's get this shit started. They want me to kick it off?
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away.
Uh-oh.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led
The
out by
Rams.
the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jermin.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win
Okay.
from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore
It's
year
Cali
to 8 his junior year. Love that type
It's
of
the
improvement.
Rams
Love that type of diligence.
versus the Jets. Man, this is going to be crazy. The Jets. Come on, Jets. Ooh.
Not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's see what's going on.
Unit, and what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college, wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers
nice.
in the NFL before he even got to the league.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The Jets.
And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
The Jets.
They'll come downhill and smack
Mosley,
you. They understand the game
Jenkins,
so well.
May, Robinson, Adams, Jones. Oh, come on. We got the whole team.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This
He
is third
sacked
and
him.
9.
Okay.
Out of the gun.
Okay. Here we go. Oh! Fumble. Let's go. Let's do this.
And his guys will set up shot midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it out.
Remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
New York set to take the field.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
The Jets versus Rams. Let's go, Rams. Let's see each other.
Now carry for the former Michigan State man. Le'Veon
Why did he
Bell.
jump with the
That
ball?
sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But
Crazy.
this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
This is going to be a crazy game. I'm telling you
Second
now.
down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
one thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively,
Come on, Jets, let's go.
not give you like a big play when he does catch the ball secondary.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He loses 3.
What is happening?
Well, as an offense, sometimes you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like it, you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Joe Johnson back deep for the Rams. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. And that's what he was hoping for there, is this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what the second time that the coaches address.
And there's so many drills on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out though.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 for the 12.
Rams versus Jets.
There's gone.
Oh, he's going. He's going to fumble that ball again.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little
I
run
like it,
around
yeah.
there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
He ran back.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let it pick his spot to run the
Let's
ball.
go.
The defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen.
The Jets is
Did
about
not
to
let it
win.
get downfield.
I think. I don't know. Rams play good too.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and failing to make the stop before trusting something big.
Yo. You were supposed to catch that.
This is the target incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them
play. That
officials
ball.
are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Let's go.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are
shout out to the Rams. They play good.
Sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys, and when I've been ready for play.
Oh, come on, man.
It's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. It's funny to harness those nerves. And now that they affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throw it. Oh my God. You see that fumble?
Second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation there, the defense won the battle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on it quickly once more.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60.
I was about to say.
With the 1st and 10.
I was about to say, like, he
comes Los Angeles. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives.
He think he's gonna win. Shout out to the Rams. They officially do this. We gotta make a point.
One guy can make a big time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start out on the ground here. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And he's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber and runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down shy of 40 at the 38-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Brian Poole. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now, 2nd down, this is Gurley.
Oh my goodness.
That 2nd down
It was moving.
7 yards leaves him.
It was moving just now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball. Here in this situation, they stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Yo, he could have just kept going just
He
now.
will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. That's their kick
What is he
away
gonna
for
do?
the 2nd time.
Let's go.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
We back.
To take the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
You hear that?
It's a barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell.
That's about to go crazy for him.
And it brings up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half,
I'm trying to get nice.
this size of these dimensions, I can
What's
just tell you,
that?
attrition does set in.
Oh, they're out there fighting.
You're excited about hitting him in the first half? Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35.
Come on, man.
Yards is the pickup there at a jet first down.
I might just say.
Le'Veon Bell play, we think about it making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
And 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works.
Let's go.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think Le'Veon Bell's now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Grove Court cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan.
Oh my God, why stop? I'm trying to get in there.
Quickly in the backfield.
No, we gotta throw this one.
Like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there.
Let's do it. This is the play right here. It's a touchdown.
That didn't happen in this case. That play got batted.
Oh wow.
They bring it down. Samson Abuka. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Enough to start out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Robert Woods marches back onto the field.
We got them on the 2-yard.
They haven't targeted
That is nice.
And remember our meeting with the coach beforehand. What did he tell us about?
They trying to run that.
His number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold.
They trying to run this. Press the like button, y'all.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
And a reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. We'll have highlights and analysis of the first half. And on the defensive side of the football.
That was my fault. I was not paying attention to
Before
that.
they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a first down throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
That's my fault. Going good. That's a good run, y'all. That's a good run.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Somebody gonna score. So we don't have time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
We're ready to go. Think so. Woo! Oh my God.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown.
I gotta give him that.
63 yards.
The Rams, I give it to y'all. Look at that.
After a fairly uneventful
When he moved out the way, that was crazy.
make a few highlight clips.
That was me. I jumped.
Exactly right. The first quarter, almost like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
They did, so this is crazy.
Now Greg Zerline on for the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
That's okay.
New York set to take the field.
We're about to throw this.
3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you got to have something to show for being up on the field.
He's as intercepted it is. It's
I knew that was going to happen, yo.
Marcus Peters. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
They're going to fumble this ball right here.
Signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first
Look,
half.
fumble it.
From the 36.
How is he out?
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Oh, my God.
36 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, they almost had the feel on and imposing their would have scored. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
14-0.
And it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive.
They're not hyping me up out
The
there.
touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a
I
disappointment.
can't throw that ball no
These
more.
teams, special teams coaches, we don't know about a head coach. They give up call authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive.
They really
The
playing
green
with
light,
it.
red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll have to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime halftime report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead. We resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the drive.
Let's go. What's up?
They come out here with
Rams versus Jets.
That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because
We might have to throw it again. I don't like to throw it with them because they might get an interception. But we gotta throw it. Yeah, I'm trying to put it down. Downfield. Oh my God. That shot to spin.
He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's exhibit A.
New album coming. It's called Don't Troll. Don't come on my page, troll. You're gonna have, right? We're gonna do it. Let's start. Let's see. Okay. Oh.
Just a gain of 2 there that's going to bring out.
I tried to run it and then.
First half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. So possession goes.
I want it right so they can get it.
Start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Instead of kicking it all the way in the back.
They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
This
is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
Look.
It certainly feels that way, and I think they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the game is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, with their drive and will to come back.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh, that album. I'm going to tell you.
You just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink about that.
Ball up to the 35 now.
Yo, it's so crazy.
They go play action with Gurley.
Into. Did you see that? They trying to play game. Okay. There we go. Get down.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going.
Throwing
a nice play there defensively.
Tackling it behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And that'll set them back 5. The false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for goal. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Elvin. Yeah, the album is coming soon. Trust me. I'm not dropping album 13 right now. Like, we not jumping into the deal.
57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this
they almost had it just now.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
That's
the
right.
Jets had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
Aha. Hold on. Yeah, y'all. Hold on, wait 1 second. or reality. What's up, y'all?
Trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field. Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call it back down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again. As his millionaire afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
If these guys going to jump into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come on down 3rd and long. And that'll be accepted, of course, so that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, I'm going to get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that was pretty. They executed their curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? How's that the game he expected? But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, part, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 28.
Second and 11 now. And this is Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood going into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like it? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 to the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Darnold got first down. And down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now it's Darnold. Now right here to Herndon. They get 11 back on that one. It moves to third down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies.
We're good.
Defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is Donald. On the carriage, it's Crowder. And unable to make a play, they stop him a few yards shy. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, they couldn't give up another score here after they didn't get it. Does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen. They had any chance of winning this game.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward. They work with the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Bit of a surprise they ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line running down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in LA.
Check the wrist, man, got him hot. We can't ball like this, man, alone. Pass the big scam, when he stretch your best scams. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up,
like snow.
Run it up. Hey, honest and baby, the 20s don't pop, no fingers don't pound on it. Hey, she wanna like me, cause then she can count on him. She tryna be no good, hit automatic, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like the people.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap in what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gets your defensive break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Just about set to roll now from snowy Chicago. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky. So first and 10 now from the 30. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves it with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the play, but now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early, and we see the ball. Colin lost the football, and the Redskins Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on the players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Harvey sorted the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that really is really a lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Doxson to the ground over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brand, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They got a 1st and 10 from the 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you will be intercepted.
Wow.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know that's some bullshit.
To never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And nowhere to fit the football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And Charles, how we get our first look at this offense.
And one guy you have to look at in particular is Kyle Long, to play guard or tackle with a nice degree of nastiness.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
That corner is Josh Norman. I would think he'd want to quibble a little bit. Actually, you know, Josh had a full discussion with the metrics people who say that maybe he's not the elite lockdown corner he thinks he is. He would say, ask all the receivers in the NFC East. They would think differently because a day against Josh Norman is a very difficult day for any receiver.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now it's Trubisky, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. A 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
O'Donnell is on the punt as he gets this one away. Taking about the 16. Still on his feet. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Here comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was nothing there for him.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face match.
Talk about a play that actually costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground.
First,
Next thing,
I told you.
Field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 39 yards. And the Redskins have taken
Didn't
And there he had to make multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
indeed he did.
That was not
pretty much
easy.
a get off of me run and all the way
That
to the end zone.
wasn't easy.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Well,
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
This is Gabriel out on the
Woo!
left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
damn.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Wait, what? Let's go. Into.
Pass incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised
Where?
throw for me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not.
Into.
He might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the one, continues out into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. First down, it's Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
They want an intro so bad.
It's already the 5th time that they looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that
Let's go.
insist on going in that direction.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. The 20, 10 for touchdown.
That was a good play.
Peterson, an 80-yard touchdown.
80 yards.
Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They would say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. That was shotgun handoff to Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Another scouting report on him is that he didn't possess the eye discipline of being a linebacker. What that means is he's able to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Caught out left side by Robinson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
But the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Intro.
If you get points per reception, you get a reception. But
Oh my God.
Good job on the defense, though. They went through that.
They went through it, gave up no yardage, and people get better for time. That's a pretty good deal.
That was a good catch.
Up there, 22. For his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the
Shout out
traffic
to the
a little
Bears.
bit. But get him out in the open field into
In
some
the cover.
space. That plays to his strengths the best. And keeps him out of getting where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a play fake here on first.
Oh, that fake was crazy.
He completes this into the hands of Miller.
That fake was really fake. That fake was cool.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the completed pass but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stepped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was tricky.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs. Because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning of that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got close to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded for chalk in the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
What I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. Because you know they're always working.
Well towards 100 here. From the 29, Keenan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So into their territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Keenan. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. They're shedding his way forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz.
I need a touchdown.
Every time.
From the red zone now, Keenan, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332, finds his way home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Geis. Still going. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, but those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A reminder coming up at halftime when the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
Y'all know.
Shedding the tackle, it would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point was unsuccessful. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
Let's go. Y'all ready?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Throwing the flag.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky.
Okay, tackle.
Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Oh.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That man too quick this now. Yo.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware of ball making your way. The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on the punt for Chicago. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about it right here.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And how about that for just running out the clock? A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The deep snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
Return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
A look at Washington. Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack this in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for the second down. Out of the gun, Keenan. Room to run past midfield. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And now look at this.
Oh my God. How? Yo, that's bullshit.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When you break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are coming up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they're running with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game of the
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Let's go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry there. It leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky to throw. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Trubisky to Gabriel there for Bears first down.
Some think the team's really throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go play action. Trubisky.
No way.
Left side complete. That's Robinson.
Let's go.
They're still looking for their first
Press the like button.
For a second, I thought they had it right there.
And looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Cool.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. We'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say,
No,
did you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do.
They might get this touchdown. I don't know. Oh, look at this dude.
Only 1 yard's going to be the result. If I'm going to go in there and take contact,
Quarterback taking chances.
not just 1 yard.
Give them 7 there on the second run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Bears
think
on
it's
third
kicking.
down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They're going to get an interception.
From the gun,
Okay,
it's
it's
Trubisky. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Because
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it.
Oh,
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession.
wow.
Offense back in first and goal after
That
a
was lit.
successful
Check it out.
So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
No
the
touchdown.
illusion, didn't we? Did they send someone in half on stage on that one? And that was something right there. We thought we'd make it a big way, as did the defense. And look what it turned into, a monster play. And now they're set up inside the 5.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. The extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now, so we'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier
Let's
Field
go.
as we are set to bring in a home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
4th quarter, y'all. Y'all know what happens after the 4th quarter. We getting into the brand new mixtape. I'm gonna drop something. Right.
So first and 10.
We're gonna do it live.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that. See if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point. Continue to possess football, gain some yardage.
That was crazy.
On the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What do they have to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's it. That's what you want.
You ready?
Look. Game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing down is Keenan.
Woo! What I told y'all.
Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dodson, 66
Okay.
yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been
See
shifted.
that?
Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Yes. Come on, man. Look. The Bears is tight over there.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra
28,
point.
man. Look. I'm winning. Yeah, the Rams beat me crazy. They did 20-0. Damn, the Jets versus the Rams. The Jets we lost, but we'll come back. You play that game. Hey. Haas, what up, Haas?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. So that one will be accepted. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line.
I'm about to say.
The throw took him a little too far in 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep it going. Just go ahead and lead the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw it. Trubisky. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Trubisky now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Looking left side of his guy.
That was my fault. See that?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Enzo.
Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's caught by Color. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down.
Okay.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big they felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Why is this thing kicking?
They'll try
Oh, they're trying to.
Davis. He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying that fitness will chatter, that all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
I think we can win. Like,
they'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the
we winning right
2
now.
minutes left to
2
play
minutes.
this football game here on EA Sports.
But after that, you know what we're doing. Getting straight to it, man.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On second and goal, Trubisky.
Fine. And so,
But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
wow.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board.
Man, we
This has
seen
been
that
a long
shit.
drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Trubisky to throw. But that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives, making 6s instead of 3s.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt
The
about it.
coach
This
is
one was
tight.
a while ago.
Let's go. Yo, I picked the Redskins, Haas. The Redskins versus the Bears.
Look at Josh Dodson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but now
So they
the
got
time
the
that
camera
they're
going on.
working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
Penalty.
When they do that, they weaken their defense in other places.
Let's
as well.
go.
How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
Now, I think I'm going to throw this one.
Usually it opens it up to other people have big games as well.
Oh.
Adrian Peterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind.
I should let the clock run.
Loss of 1, and it'll make this a second and long.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go.
No, not running.
Woo!
Wants to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. He's been quiet today in the passing game.
Yeah,
He's just
we
second
gotta-
catch.
Yeah, they're about to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do.
Okay.
You know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the
Oh
top.
my God, I
Sometimes
should've-
they just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, getting different angles, different looks.
There we go.
Like a good boxer does.
All
Good
right.
idea. Let's get racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the
Woo!
press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning.
Adrian Peterson, 20, 10, 5, and oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears.
That was so stupid just now.
That kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty
Oh, I was about to say. You seen that shit?
Afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here
12
it was.
seconds on the clock.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
Come on, man. Let's just do this.
That's extra intensity.
And he fights his way into
Touchdown. 11 seconds.
Peterson. It's
9 seconds.
touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
9 more seconds on the clock.
I mean, what does it
9 more seconds on the clock. Shout out to the Redskins
They don't have to face the guy.
versus the
They're
Bears.
in the same room going head-to-head. But
Oh, and I gotta
both
kick it
guys on the
too?
screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Run it up.
Good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position.
35 to
And
10.
only one play to score.
Listen, I'm gonna kick this ball.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That's a nice kick.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this
6 seconds left.
as they get out past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They ain't got it.
Open man is Trey Burton. And now we'll get a timeout
One
here.
se-
They're able to stop it with
They
1
call
second to go in
timeout
this
on
game.
1 second. Yeah. Who does that? They call timeout on 1 second though. The fuck is going on?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves
You gotta make a crazy play. I'm not even gonna touch it.
One last shot for Trubisky.
That's just sacking.
As he's taken down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. They were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Let's go. I
think
did
what we
it,
saw in
yo.
this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,
See?
pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount.
They were
But the big
shut-
thing was
they
holding
shut
people
up.
down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's
Shout
about
out to
taking the ball away.
Chicago.
Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say
Let's
so
go.
long from Soldier Field.
Press the link right now. Like, subscribe, share, comment, tune in. Let's go.